Hey guys, welcome back to another video on the Injora LCG chassis build. It is fully built now, just ready for paint, but while we're waiting, we'll take it out for a quick test on the rocks.
Yeah, look at that. Just for a minute. It's not flexing at all.
It was a very quick test. Unfortunately the servo mount broke, which I've now repaired with some cable ties there. We also had issues with the drive shaft hitting a bolt and with the rear links hitting the frame, which I've now spaced out with some washers. But the paint finally arrived, so she is all painted now. I was originally going to go with black and red, but it turns out I didn't have any red left. I had orange, so that's what we ended up going with. Doesn't look too bad. It's not a perfect paint job by any means, but it looks pretty good, and the body fits the chassis actually really well. I was really pleased about that. In keeping with this being a budget build, I didn't actually use proper Lexan paint. I just used this plastic paint that you can get off eBay. It's very cheap. So typically on test day, it rained pretty much all day. In a brief respite in between the showers, we managed to get out in the back garden for a little bit of testing. I was able to fix the flexing problem that I was having just by putting some oil on the O-rings inside the shocks. The oil seals were dry, and that was what was preventing it from flexing. Did pretty well on the climb. Initially I had this climb set at about just over 60 degrees, and it went up it without any trouble whatsoever. But then when we increased the steepness at the top of the climb there, it's just about 65-ish degrees, maybe a little bit more than that. And that seemed to be the limit for what it was capable of doing. It did start to want to flip over backwards at that point. I might move the rear shocks down to a lower mounting point to kind of jack the back up a little bit. I'm not sure, that might help with the climb angle, but I was pretty happy with it the way it was. As for sort of general obstacle stuff, it went over the normal obstacles really well. As well, if not better, than pretty much all my other cars. The TRX4 would never have done an angle as steep as that, at 60 odd degrees. So yeah, all in all, I'm really happy with the car. In the next video, we're going to be upgrading the electronics. But for now, thanks for watching.